She comes from the lineage of the Indian Air Force, is a passionate educator. Her expertise lies in both Indian and international boards. She is Global Goodwill Ambassador, life coach and author. The Great Mentors warmly invites Dr. Seema Negi, Director Principal of Sanjeevani World School. Dr. Seema is associated with many educational and social organizations and contributes her time and efforts for the betterment of the educational system and society across the globe. She is bestowed with many prestigious awards. Best Academic Leader, Bharat Vidya Shiromani, Jewel of India, Shiksha Bharti, Nari Shakti, Nation Builder Award from Rotary, Visionary Leader, Pride of India, Woman of Substance, Super Achiever Award, Humanity Award, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Professional Excellence Award, and the list is long. She believes travel is the best teacher. She is honored in 7 different nations: India, London, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Dubai and Thailand. She is a true leader, who leads by example, hence she is the example for many to follow. She has won the prestigious title of Education Icon, Education Queen 2018, Ms. Role Model 2018, in an exclusive pageant only for educationists. She is an international speaker and attends various conferences, events and summits as a keynote speaker, moderator, a panelist at national and international platforms. Her associations: Coordinator for SAARC Nations Regional Committee for Global Youth Parliament, Secretary General from India for Global Talk Education, Advisor for Sports Academy Association of India, President, Maharashtra Education Policy Council for WICCI, Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Territory Head for Association for Primary Education and Research. Her work is recognized by the World Book of Records UK on personal and professional category. Conducted more than 500+ workshops and sessions on national and international platforms during pandemic and reaching out to more than 1.5 lakhs audience worldwide. Her efforts are registered in the Great Indian Book of Records, 2021.
Hello friends, she comes from the lineage of the Indian Air Force, is a passionate educator. Her expertise lies in both Indian and international boards. She is Global Goodwill Ambassador, life coach and author. On behalf of the great mentors, me, Sushil Sinha, warmly welcomes Dr. Seema Negi ma'am for today's talk show session. Thanks ma'am for giving your valuable time and being with us. Thanks a lot ma'am.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here.
Thanks ma'am. First, we would like to go with your professional career up to this time. That means
So when I speak about professional career, I started from corporate. So I started from corporate and then I moved to education. And when I moved to education, I realized that this is my calling, and then there was no looking back. And when I speak something more about myself, I always say that there is nothing that ends with ing, whether it's gliding, parasailing, scuba diving, trekking, mountaineering. I have done everything. And I think that is one experience, or those experiences makes me who I am. And that is why I think I'm a good teacher, because I can share a lot of stories with my children.
Great, ma'am. And now you are a principal, right?
Yes, I'm the director principal of Sanjeevani World School.
You very much believe in resilient leader, right? What makes you a resilient leader?
So if we see, resilience is one skill which I think each one of us need to have. And during pandemic, we have seen that the people who were more resilient toward the situation, they could deal with adversity in the better manner. Now, you might have seen a rubber band. When you stretch it, it again comes back to its position. So that is what resilience means, that we are able to bounce back. We need to learn how to bounce back, because we are leaders. There are a lot of people who are looking up to us. The entire team is looking up to us. So if the leader himself or herself do not have the skill to bounce back, how are we preparing our children or our teachers for uncertain future? So why I believe in adversity and resilience, because I think my life has taught me this, that whatever is the situation or scenario, you need to bounce back, because to move forward, bouncing back is the only solution.
And I think being a leadership, it is very much important to be resilient.
True.
Down the line, the same thing goes.
True.
Ma'am, what abilities a true leader, resilient leader demonstrates?
So a lot of abilities. I think whatever a resilient leader does or any leader does, there are many people who are looking up to the leader. So, but when we speak primarily about resilient leader, five main abilities that I can say that resilient leader they usually display. The first, I will say that they have the ability to stabilize what is happening today. Okay, stabilize what is happening today, and at the same time with a lot of positive attitude start planning for tomorrow and eliminate all the negative constraint and be ready for the innovative tomorrow. So that is first thing, stabilize the situation, be visionary, be positive, and think about the innovative tomorrow. Second, it is like you are able to demonstrate to your teams, to your children, to your customers, to anyone whomsoever you are dealing with the entire ecosystem, that whatever you are doing, it is because you have the best interest of them in your heart. So your entire action plan is based on the best interest of your client or your student and your team, as I said. The third one is resilient leader have the ability to dispel misinformation. You know, there are a lot of rumors, lot of misinformation that goes on. They are the one who can actually communicate that, okay, these are the rumors, eliminate them and be focused towards the clear path. Next is they also have the ability to empower their team, and so that their team can also be ready to take decisive action, you know, what we call transformation leadership. They prepare their team for that kind of tomorrow. Last, which I will put in this list, is they are very focused. You know, they stay focused and they try to focus on what lies ahead. So when I say what lies ahead, they are able to foresee that maybe tomorrow won't be the way we have planned. So their plan B, plan C, it's always ready. So it is like they do not waste the good crisis. So if I take the example of pandemic, if pandemic was a crisis, resilient leader came out of this pandemic and they thought, okay, this is a good crisis. Let us do something which is different and which is much better for the society at large.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, these are very important points. And nowadays, it's the need of hour. So thanks for giving all these important points. Ma'am, what are the practices resilient leaders follow?
Okay, there are a lot of practices, but I will sum up few practices for you and for the entire audience. First and foremost is what you are also doing, social connect. We need to be connected with each other. You know, social connect, your connect, whether it's professional life or your personal life, make a lot of difference. Next is invest time for these kind of connection. You know, develop the connection, talk to people, either face to face or over the call, but stay connected. Sometimes what we do, we have a long list of friends, but we are not connected. So professional connect and social connects and giving time to the connect is very important. Next is how fit you are. So when I say fit, bodily fit, mentally fit, so psychologically fit. So you need to exercise. You know, during pandemic, we have spoken a lot about yoga. It's not about yoga, it is about exercise, staying fit, because the more fit you are, or if you give time to yourself to exercise also, it releases the stress. So it is very important to take care of yourself first. And along with exercise, one more thing is important, that is sleeping. Are you sleeping for that 7 to 8 hours? There are research also that if you sleep properly, if you have good sleeping pattern, you can think in a better manner. So resilient leaders, they take care of themselves also. If you can take care of yourself, then only you will be able to take care of others. Next is how mindful you are. You know, are you living on that particular moment? Are you able to maintain your calm? Are you able to enjoy that moment? So mindfulness is also one skill that resilience leader they practice, and along with mindfulness comes hand in hand your gratitude. They really express their gratitude for everything, and we need to do that. I think our day needs to begin with gratitude and our day needs to end with gratitude. Gratitude is one very important skill which we need to learn. So if you have the attitude of gratitude, I think you are one of the best leader. One more very important point is like sometimes there are a lot of good moments in life. which we just enjoy and we forget. What resilience leader they do, they start enjoying or they start savoring those moments intentionally. Okay, positive moment, they keep on recreating those positive moments and thinking about it, because if you do that, it helps you to remain positive. There are moments which are very, very dull, very gloomy, you feel depressed. So it is very important to think about those moments and enjoy and cherish them, so that it will help you to remain positive. So these are few of the things I think a resilient leader follows. And if you do that, ultimately what you are doing, you are able to take care of yourself, you are able to take care of your family, your team, the entire ecosystem, and as I say, your country and the world at large.
Great, ma'am. These are not only important for students. In fact, a society as a whole, these are very much important points.
True, true.
Irrespective of profession, in what profession they are. And
Yes.
especially nowadays.
Nowadays, yes, I do agree, completely agree.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for elaborating such an important point. Ma'am, can you elaborate on the important aspect of mindset shift from respond to recovery, please?
Oh, that's a very interesting question, because that is one aspect which resilient leaders follow. That's called mind set shift that you said. Respond to recovery. How do you respond so that you reach to recovery? So the three major aspects which I could see is, when we talk about responding, okay, how do you react to the situation immediately? Are you able to react in a proper manner? Are you prepared to react for it? And are you able to manage that continuity of reaction? Very important in reaction. I'll give you an example later. Then come recoveries. I mean, when you learn from that situation, you emerge as a better version of yourself, or a better leader than who you were yesterday before this particular situation. Then when you are able to respond, recover, then comes the time of thriving. Thriving is the ability that you are now reaching to the next level and you are able to prove yourself. So if I give you a very simple situation of, suppose talking about your attitude of a resilient leader. When comes the respond time, it is like how the person is reacting. And when it comes to the recover time, it is like how you are rejuvenating from the situation. So it is like how you are dealing with the negativities and coming to positivity, how you are dealing with crisis management and coming to the some kind of solution. That is the shift from your respond to recover.
Ma'am,
The
I
way
think
you respond takes you to the path of recovery.
great, ma'am. In fact, it's this session is not like for an educational segment specifically. In fact, this session, I think, and your points, your viewpoints, your important points, it is going to help society as a whole. Really.
Yes, because I think each one of us, we are leaders. I mean, everyone is a leader. It doesn't matter how many followers do you have. Even if you have one follower, you are a leader. And resilience is a skill now. Empathy and resilience, I think these are two buzzwords which we have heard many a times during pandemic. But we have to understand that it is not, we don't need a pandemic to bring out these words. These should be the part of our day-to-day life, and we need to be resilient. We need to bounce back. At the same time, we need to express our gratitude for everyone.
And these words, I think, it got highlighted in this duration.
True.
Right. Ma'am, you also very much believe in attitude and gratitude. Can you elaborate on that part, please?
Yes, I think my day begins with thanking everyone and it ends with thanking everyone. I personally say that, see, each one of us, we are learner. We are learning at some point or other, and we are learning from everyone. Right now, I'm learning from you. In the morning, I learn from my team members. So we learn from each other. So I believe that the learner in me always is ready to bow down to the learner in the other person. So when you are ready to learn from other, when you are ready to bow down in gratitude, trust me, the learning landscape becomes so interesting. Then you do not feel the concept of superiority, inferiority. you feel that entire world is at a very, very horizontal hierarchy and everybody is ready to give you. Are you ready to take? So what I say is, are you ready to become zero in your life? Now, why zero? Because, zero is that digit. Now, when zero goes and stands with one, it becomes 10. When two zeros go and stand with one, it becomes 100. So be that zero in your life, that wherever you go and stand with whomsoever, you enhance the value of that person and situation. So that is what is gratitude for me. Be ready to bow down to whomsoever who's giving you something to learn. And thank everyone, thank the entire universe, thank people who have given you good experiences, and thank those who have given you bad experiences, because they have taught you how to live life.
Really, ma'am, that is very much important. And zero itself has very important significance, not only in terms of mathematics, in fact, in realistic life as well. I think something like collaboration, and you relate that thing with this gratitude and these terms as well.
So collaboration for me is what we are doing right now is also collaboration. We are at different places, but we are collaborating for the exchange of ideas. So collaboration is everywhere if you are ready to collaborate. If you look around, you will see entire world is ready to collaborate with you. Now let me take an example of education sector, because I come from that sector. As a education sector, when I wanted to know about what is happening in corporate world so that I can train my children accordingly, I saw that entire corporate world is ready to collaborate. There were people who were at the highest of the position. They were ready to come and give talks to our children, our teachers. They were ready to train. And at the same time, we found out that the basic skills that needs to be taught in school, like team building, collaboration, in the professional field, there are so many workshops happening for that. So, when we have a collaboration between, say, what is going to happen in future, the professional life and school, it becomes easy for us to then prepare our children. I always narrate a story when it comes to collaboration. I mean, I don't know whether you have seen Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra or not, but for me, when we talk about Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra, there are three important components. One is the chariot, wherein God and goddesses, they are sitting. One is that team who is pulling the chariot, and third is the team who is cheering for those who are pulling. So for me, it's our students who are sitting on the chariot, and it's for me, this entire process is collaboration. So when school is pulling the chariot, I want parents to collaborate and cheer for us. And when parents will pull the chariot, school will collaborate and cheer for them, because that is what we want. And that is the power of collaboration, of coming together, being there for each other, because ultimately we are working for our students. So whether it's corporate, whether it's parents, whether it's school, the future of the nation is groomed in the classroom. So we need to pay attention to that classroom.
Great, ma'am. Very well defined. And you related the things finally to the students. Ma'am, what do you think? What are the most challenging things nowadays students and parents have, and how they can overcome?
One is the shift in the mindset change. Okay, we are sometimes we are in a very fixed mindset kind of scenario. We need to move ahead with things. See, it's not that there is no negativity. There is negativity, but where is the negativity? It's we who are creating it. See, if it's a tunnel, there is light at the end of the tunnel. See, every evening you will see that sun is setting, but every morning the sun comes out. So we have to learn from sun. We have to learn from nature. We have to learn from moon, which goes to so many phases. We always say that we have to learn from moon, that it's okay to go on phases. There are so many phases. So there are phases in life, but we cannot just sit with those phases. And we have to see challenges as opportunity. The more you will see challenges as opportunity, trust me, the better person you will become. Every morning when you look at the mirror, okay, when you look at your own reflection, be that person who can turn those mirrors into the windows of opportunity, and that lies in your hand only. Now again, as I was talking about collaboration also, so what I believe is, as an individual, if you look around, you will see entire world is ready to collaborate or to come for you, but you need to look around. You cannot be in your own tunnel. Then when you look beyond, as students and parents, when you look beyond what is visible to your eyes immediately, you will see entire world is creative, and creativity is one of the 21st century skill. Then when you look deep, you need to look deep so that you can critically analyze and visualize the situation. So when you start looking deep, you become a critical thinker. Then comes looking within. When you look within, you introspect each and every situation. And when you introspect, that time you find out that yes, these challenges can be overcome. Things are difficult, but things are not impossible. There's nothing called impossible. It's only we have to accept the situation and move ahead. And last but not the least, when we look up, I really say, when we look up, we see the sky, right? Abundance, infinity. So there is lot for everyone. We need to look up and we need to express our gratitude towards the infinite possibilities which are there. And when we follow this way of thinking, trust me, challenges do become opportunities.
Really, ma'am. It's a thing of mindset. What kind of mindset we are preparing for? That's all about that. In again, the physical, what were expected that schools are going to be physical, but again, online segments come. How? What do you think? How much this learning is going to be impacted? Again.
Very, very interesting question. See, learning is happening. We know that the future will be driven by technology, but then schooling is not only about IQ. Schooling is not about English, Hindi, math, science, chemistry, bio, everything. Schooling is about your social quotient, your emotional quotient, your adversity quotient, your happiness quotient. So somewhere we are missing that. We are not giving the holistic learning that is needed, because again, schooling is not about curriculum. There is so much which is hidden curriculum. The kind of talks our children do during on the corridor, during lunch break, during munch break, when they go down and play on the playground, children are missing that. And not just children, I think we are also missing that. Right now, schools are only building. They are just building, they are not school, because students are not there. Students are the soul of the school. Yes, I will not say learning is not happening. Learning is happening. But if I say 100% we are making, a holistic learner, that is not happening, because if IQ is catered, SQ, EQ, AQ, lot many questions need to be catered. And school needs to open as early as possible. We need to bring our children back to school. There is a lot of gap which has come, and we need to fill in that gap.
Right. Learning is going on, but development has been hampered of the student. The development which is needed, very much needed in schools, in toddler stage, in kids stage, what they learn, a lot of things their side, that is completely missing. And those things cannot be learned in household.
Right.
They have very certain limitations of these developments inside. And now people are realizing the value of school.
Very true.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for elaborating and giving your insights on such important issues. In fact, on resilience, because you are the first after going through around 100 of principles, you talked about on this topic. Thank you so much for elaborating in such a way which is going to help not only to students, even to all the professionals, whatever they are doing in profession. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's indeed a pleasure to come here and speak about this topic.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And expecting, yeah, you might be having your students in your school soon.
Yes, they should come to a student. I mean, all the school students should come back to schools. Our gates are open. We are ready, and we are nothing without our students. Yeah, right. We are nothing without a student. There is no position. There is nothing if students are not there in school. So the soul is missing, and we are waiting for our soul to come back.
Yeah, right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank a lot.
Thank you.